So the first video I want to do is I think it's an interesting one, right? I don't know if you guys seen it before, but it's it's this balloon popping video, but it's not about the video, but it's about this particular contestant, I guess. So let's listen to her.
Name and why you ended up popping?
My name's Adana, and the first thing I thought was like, I don't know if you're like high, because your eyes are like, they look like you're not there.
Mm-hmm.
Are you on?
I'm actually fully here. Your eyes are red too, so kind of the similar thing.
Are
here.
you on something right now or no?
No, I don't do any type of drugs.
I wasn't sure because they look like they're really red. So that's one reason. And then as I heard you speak more, it sounded like you're looking for someone to build you up. Like you want someone to speak on your behalf. I'm like an attorney or like like what kind of representative? Who speak to who? On about what? So I was I was confused.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll just leave it at that. So that was it.
And now, is Adana your type?
Adana actually is. I really like, her hair. I like her style. I like that color on her.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
think if she got to know me maybe a little bit more, she would like me. I like the way she.
Here's the thing, right? Watching things like this, growing up, and I mean separate things, right? Watching things like this and growing up, gaining experience, it was idiotic, right? She's attractive. She is attractive. But here's the thing. In my opinion, I wouldn't just go up on a woman just because she's attractive. That's why, here's the thing where I kind of like online dating because it gives you a bit of sense of what kind of person is. Not like a total sense, but gives you a bit of more. Yes, she's attractive, but as you learn about her, she's a terrible person. Terrible person. So really, for him to think like, yes, I would go up on her, I would talk to her, I mean, yes, a lot, we men, we go based on looks, but I think that has been our Achilles heel, right? For men to purely base our attraction to women. And yes, first attraction, right? Across the room, yes, of course, I get that. But sometimes I feel like let's not base it completely on that. It's like I want to get to know her, right? I want to get to know her, and then we'll see, right? And then we'll see. So that's the thing where, like I said, men's weakness is beauty, and it has always backfired. Always, okay?
She talks her sophistication. I think she would be somebody that probably could be my A1A if I were to run my business and include her in it. And
which way for the business?
as far as somebody as a CEO just like me, so you can take over my same business, vice versa, but represent those things, respectability to other people. So say if we're talking about my modeling career, you can speak on my behalf, help me with things like agency.
Be your agent?
No,
Like
just be my partner.
what's the cut?
Be my partner. A partner.
Wait, okay, so you'll be the model, and then I would help build your portfolio?
No, we will be a business unit. You will learn me and what I do and how to do that on my behalf, and I will learn the same you.
Yeah, I get a cut.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what are you doing right now, like as far as your portfolio?
Right now, I'm an A&R. I'm scouting for young talent right now to sign to new record labels. That's going to be next 10 years, some of the biggest artists you probably don't know about yet. I do professional model work. I do commercials. I do act. I'm in New York Fashion Week upcoming this 2024 year.
Same. Okay. So do you have any artists that...
Yes.
Do you have a studio?
Yes.
Where is it?
It's over in the Buckeye area, Buckeye, Arizona.
Is it elaborate?
Yes. It's called
You have an
Evolve Music Group, LLC. That's my name. I'm Cinco the Wolf.
You have an engineer and all that?
Yes. I hire people. I employ people.
Where are you getting the funds from?
I'm 28 years old. Before this, I was one of the youngest account managers with a company called CenturyLink. They're called Lumen now.
Yeah.
I made about $250,000 there on my own just from the contracts that I signed around the state. So you may move into an apartment and they have internet already established there. About 3 years ago,
I don't even know. To be honest, this is the thing where that's why sometimes why I say I don't have sympathy towards certain men, because you put yourself into it. This woman is digging for that gold. She's digging for that gold. I would say, you know what? I do well. It's just that there's certain things where it's like you're letting her dig that gold, right? I just think that it's already is a turnoff.
Established that before that place was even built.
Okay, and how many years ago was this?
I'm 28 now, so this is about 5 years ago.
Life costs money. So, okay, I'm thinking about 200 grand 5 years ago. And then did you invest that or did you just put it into your other businesses?
Yeah, 5 years ago I invested into my music career, I invested in my modeling career. I do my own thing now. I wake up when I want to, and I do my own thing. That's all I'm
dangerous.
able to do. It's
Wake
fun.
up when you want to at
It's
this
fun.
age.
I live a life. People know me. It's called Every Day is Friday.
Yeah.
That's how I live.
Okay, so when you made that 200K, did you get any revenue growth when you put it into your other business like modeling and?
That 200K wasn't just all I made. That was just from one entity. I have several different streams of income.
Okay.
That was just CenturyLink. That was I was establishing at 23 there to get me to where I'm at today to talk to you right now.
That's not how it works. What? That got you to where you're at now to talk to me?
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, like the curiosity. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm a businesswoman, but
I could
okay,
tell.
well, I used,
You'll learn what kind of business she does.
I was like,
That's why you're my type. That's why I said you're my type. I can tell.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry. This is why I have no sympathy for men. That's his type. That's his type. A woman that was digging for gold. It's like, it's okay that, you don't want, this is the thing, right? Every woman that I've dated, I have provided for. But when I can tell that that's it, that's all she wants, right? About me providing for her, me financing her life? No, I ain't doing that shit. I ain't going into a relationship knowing I'll be used. So for a man like this to say, that's my type, after hearing the shit she's saying, and you still said, that's my type, you're my type. I'm sorry. One is either this man is a liar, a two-faced man who's, he wants to hit it and quit it, which is whatever, probably the Chads, the Pookies, the Ray Rays, right? Okay. Or he's actually serious. And that is more dangerous. Because if he's actually serious, he'll fall into the idiotic nice guy. Seriously. Just because she's good looking, you ignored everything. That's the problem, right? That is why I said that is men's Achilles heels. Because a woman is good looking, you ignore everything else. Every red flag, right? You ignore. You don't see it. She's good looking. That's it. That's all. That's all I need to look about. That's all I see, right? Blinders on. She's good looking. I don't care if she treats me like shit. She's good looking. I don't care if she's taking my money. She's good looking. That is disgusting and idiotic. But you know what? We're adults. Right? We're adults. You do what you want. But then I have no sympathy for men that have blinders on, have this clear weakness. Yo, Blue, thank you for joining. Have this clear weakness and then complain there's no good women out there. Women are ruining my life. Any kind of complaint in the dating market, right? I have no sympathy for, because this is idiotic men right here. Yo, lovely world. Thank you for stopping by.
Interesting. Oh, okay. I forgot we're still okay. We're here.
She might be a little flustered. I fluster her a little bit. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just like a little talk, but something's not adding up.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll get the balloon back and I'll think. Let me let my mind twirl a little bit.
All right.
Okay, so we'll see let's look at what type this woman is. So, you saw that, right? You saw that video, that clip, or that segment of it, and you know what type of woman she is. Don't be surprised.
Of sexual assault has now been indicted.
A woman who accused former Dodgers pitcher Trevor Bauer of sexual assault has been charged with fraud in Arizona. A grand jury indictment unsealed Monday accuses Darcy Adana Esmonu of fraud and theft by extortion against Bauer and another man. Esmonu sued Bauer, saying he raped her and got her pregnant in 2020. Bauer says she demanded money to terminate the pregnancy, but later said she had a miscarriage. Bauer posted a 5-minute video on YouTube responding to the indictment and addressing allegations at large for the first time in months.
Here's the thing, she never had an abortion because she was never even pregnant, and that's corroborated by her own medical records. When I refused to pay her the $3.6 million she was asking for, she made up a bogus sexual assault claim and filed a civil suit against me.
In the countersuit, Bauer's lawyers claim she took the money for the abortion and went to Philadelphia to get LASIK eye surgery.
There are women that will try and ensnare you and extort you for money. And if they come out with these claims and they smear your reputation, they can destroy your career.
We tried reaching out to Esmonu and her legal team, but were unsuccessful. Her next court date is next week, and she could face more than 16 years if convicted on both charges.
Darcy Adana Esmonu has been criminally indicted for committing felony fraud against me and another man. So now she's facing up to 16 years in prison. We had one plain sexual encounter in December of 2020. Nothing that could be considered remotely rough. She initiated it, but don't take my word for it. Take hers. This is a picture and text message she sent me the next morning explaining why she came on to me. And for months afterwards, she repeatedly requested to sleep with me again. For example, this text from January 7th, 2021. At one point, she even requested a sample of my sperm so she could have my child whenever she wanted to in the future. Now, it's hard to keep track, but she's made at least 4 7-figure demands over the last few years. More than a year after the one time we slept together, Adana retained a lawyer. She then demanded $3.6 million and claimed I forced her to have an abortion, leaving her...
Like Blue said, right? I love when things come full circle. One, no surprise that... if you saw the clip, right? You saw the first clip. That woman is a gold digger. I mean, in the worst sense. I've said this before. I have never discredited or... I'm not like certain men where, oh my God, gold diggers are terrible, right? Where it's a transactional thing. You're after her body, she's after your money. Okay, fine, right? You pay for it. But this is not the same. This is extortion, blackmail, okay? That is beyond gold digging, right? That is criminality, okay? And you can sense the type of person she is, where it's purely about money, right? It's not like, oh, a fair exchange kind of thing, right? Because here's the thing. These men are rich. This guy's, I think, a retired baseball player. Or maybe still playing. I think he's retired. But these men are rich. So really, if these men are willing to pay for play, that's their life. That's their thing. But here's the thing where I do not, I'm not going to have sympathy for men that play for play, right? If it turns out where they're hurt or anything, right? But he knew what he was doing. He knew that, you know what? He'll probably paying he's getting, right? But the problem is now she's trying to extort him for money. Right? That's the thing. Trying to get knocked up and stuff like that. And you see the criminality right there.
Emotionally devastated and irretrievably damaged by it. But here's the thing, she never had an abortion because she was never even pregnant, and that's corroborated by her own medical records. When I refused to pay her the $3.6 million she was asking for, she made up a bogus sexual assault claim and filed a civil suit against me. In that version of her...
See, that's the criminality right there. Pay for play is not the worst thing, right? But now you are trying to get this man criminally charged. That's disgusting. And no box is worth $3.6 million. I'm sorry.
Story, she claimed for the first time, by the way, that there was non-consensual sex, but her texts from the next morning show what actually happened. Remember this text in which she explains why she came on to me? She also claims that instead of an abortion, she actually had a miscarriage, but that's impossible, of course, because again, she was never even pregnant. We now have emails between her and the first 2 law firms that dropped her, in which they acknowledge they never had any evidence to support her claims. but they'll try to get my money anyway. I then shared an audio recording I have in which Adana contradicts her own claims and asks me for money. In the emails, her lawyers agreed that that's insurmountable evidence, and they inform Adana that they can no longer represent her unless she can provide documentation or proof of her claims. And of course, she couldn't do that, so the law firm urged her to consult other law firms with different standards. Now, Adana has filed more than 10 police reports claiming sexual assault or harassment against other men, including at least one other professional athlete. But after the Scottsdale police completed their investigation into her claim against me, she's the one being indicted for felony fraud. And not just against me, against another man as well. She made up bogus sexual assault claims and attempted to extort him too. And it gets worse. In my lawsuit against her, we subpoenaed a witness whom she knew for relevant documents to use in our case. And when she found out, she immediately made sexual assault claims against him too. Her MO is clear. Lie to men to get their money, extort them if she must, and when they refuse to pay, stop paying or stop giving her what she wants, go to the police, accuse them of sexual assault, and file a civil suit against them to retaliate.
I think she would be somebody that probably could be my A.
That's the thing, right? And that's why I said it. I have no sympathy for men like this. Idiotic men. I'm sorry. You know the personality. Okay? Now, if he's going to pay her for play, fine. Just like the baseball player. He knew it. He was paying her to have a good time. Cool. And that's the thing, right? These are the things. You wonder why gentlemen are dead and gone, right? Being kind to women is dead and gone. Trusting women is dead and gone, right? Dating women properly is dead and gone. Chivalry, dead and gone. Because shit like this. The absolute... This is why, honestly, when the whole Me Too happened, it's not like I don't have sympathy for women that have been through crap, right? Have been through terrible situations. I do. But I'm sorry, there is not equality in that. Because when you are proven not guilty, the person who made those claims should be facing charges. And I'm glad that former balloon show contestant faces up to 16 years in prison for falsely accusing multiple men of SA and extortion. I'm glad. Right? And I looked up the story and it is true. So that is the insanity of it.